So it's the 1980s. Your mother is in a very poor family in a very remote village called Malkipuram in Andhra Pradesh in India. How did she get to Dubai?
She grew up in obviously not a very well-to-do family, and it is a really small town, um, and her entire family was into farming. Did you got it? Yeah, and she was the first daughter in the family, and after her, she had her mom had two brothers. Had two brothers, three brothers, one sister. But yeah, at this point, she is around, must be 18, 19, 20 in that bracket where people around her kind of start telling her about how she can go to Mumbai and it has better opportunities. City of dreams, right? What do you say?
Sapno ka
Sapno ka
shahar. Please don't
shahar.
ask me anything. It is spicy.
It is. Can I
You're
try
on your
it?
own now.
Can I try it before I continue?
Okay. As long as you can
just,
continue the story.
just to keep it consistent.
क्या कहते हैं? सपनों का शहर?
Damn, actually, that hit right off the bat. If I'm crying, that's not because of my mom.
Oh, there's a cough now, huh? Always remember. Always remember. It's not the cough that carries you off. It's the coffin that carries you often. Please continue the story.
Okay. I don't know if it's a spice or you just don't make sense. Yeah, she decides to kind of get out of there, takes a bus, train, whatever mode available, gets to Mumbai with, you know how like parents say, oh, मैं 5 dirham के साथ दुबई आया था. She literally had, I think, 1,200 rupees that she had saved up for years. Like, I'm saying she was saving like 10 rupees, right? And just collecting money at this point to finally someday be able to take the bus and train, get to Mumbai with other people and things like that. So she finally finds a group of people, goes with them to Mumbai. And at this point, unfortunately, because nothing is going right, uh, her money gets stolen and she's left with no money. Obviously, no phone, no connection with her family. She's alone in Mumbai. And it's not like she had come with a group of friends and they have each other's back. It's one of those things that people are going, I'm going. I've heard Mumbai has a good life and wahan pe jaake dekhenge. Whatever the case is, no matter what the scenario, it would be better than being in Malkipuram at this point, right? And she just had to make money. There was no other option at this point. So yeah, she unfortunately gets robbed and has no money left at this point. Nowhere to stay, no friends. So she even had a bit of a period where she was homeless, and finally, I think somebody had taken, like a friend had taken her under her roof, and she stayed with her. And this is where it's just very random, and which is why I feel like life is half fate and half choices, because she chose to come to Mumbai, but she never chose to come to Dubai, right? Like she wouldn't have anticipated what happens next. What happens next will
She
shock
will
you.
shock you.
But yeah, she's at this point really depressed, not able to do anything, not making money, working in a few houses here and there just to get. Obviously, at that point, nobody paid much anyway. This friend finally tells her that some movie shoot is happening, like some Bollywood movie, obviously, Mumbai, right? Just something has to be being shot there. So I I don't know why they go, but probably background help. I don't know, probably walking by in the background or something. So she and a few people she knew then in Mumbai take her to the set, and this, for some reason I don't know, this man is there who's from Dubai. I completely forgot about. It's there's so many details that it's tough to keep it sequential. But apart from all this, she had kind of managed to get a passport at this point. So when she was in Malkipuram, she had already started the process. She knew she needed a passport. it's just something told that was told around her, right? That you have to get a passport. You have to get a passport. She doesn't know the logic at this point, but she wants to get a passport. So because that's like step one to success of some sort. Anyway, so at this point, coming back to present, then this guy comes up to her and asks her if she would like to come to Dubai because there's a lot of job opportunities. And any normal person would be scared, think it's for trafficking or some sort, and would not take the chance. But I genuinely feel like she just didn't have anything to lose at this point. It was a risk worth taking. So she says yes, and so he comes up to her and says, family in Dubai needs help. Would you be interested? Do you have a passport? And she says, yeah, I do have a passport, but it's in Malad where she stayed, and that she could meet him the next day at the airport. So he books the flight, does everything, asks her to meet her at the airport. At this point, honestly, me listening to this as a kid, I was like, bro, that's damn shady. Like, I would never do that. But yeah, she does decide to go to the airport. And surprisingly, she does, after a lot of tries. I'm sure the immigration also was like, this makes no sense. I'm sure they had a lot of issues, but apparently she kept going in the flight, being kicked out, going in the flight, being kicked out. Finally made it to a flight to Dubai. And she gets here and starts working in one of the royal family's houses as a nanny. And whenever she describes this part of her life, like this time period, it's always joyous because she was very well taken care of. Everybody loved her, and and she was basically surrounded by kids. Went on vacations with them. It it was very unlike she had seen to this point, right? She hadn't even seen a world outside Malkipuram. Cut to, she's kind of living a great life here, uh, obviously in the best way possible. It's obviously a tough life at this point.
Do you ever get the feeling that your mother has defied generations of struggle? A lot of people work their entire life to make incremental changes in status and wealth, but it just feels like just through a lot of luck, but also determination, her intelligence, street smartness, she's in a way jumped a bit in status and wealth so that she's given you a life that would have been impossible if she had just continued on the path she was in.
Yeah, 100%, of course. Like, that's one thing it doesn't even, I still can't digest it. Honestly, the rest of her family is still, I hope they don't watch this, and like, not in an offensive way at all, but she changed her life, right? And nobody told her, nobody around her was doing it. But I feel like I've never seen a woman that powerful. It's like she decided she wanted to get out and she just did. Like, education didn't matter, the fact that they didn't have money didn't matter, nothing mattered, right? She had made up her mind and she somehow made it. And like, the fact that I'm here and I've had a good education and honestly never felt deprived of anything growing up is just surprising to me. Even when I heard these stories when I was a kid, it didn't even hit me that we were not doing well, because uh, she made sure we never felt that way, right? And obviously, education was very important in our family, and for very obvious reasons. It's one thing she never got to experience, and she kind of spent her life, even after coming to Dubai, trying to educate her brothers back home and her sister back home, and making sure that, okay, if she has money now, then maybe they would be able to at least get education, being the uh, elder most in the family. So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for her and the choices she made and the sacrifices she made, I mean, of course, wouldn't be here and living a great life, to be honest. Like, they made sure we were equipped with everything, be it like randomly me waking up one day and being like, I need to learn the guitar, I'm going to be a musician. Like, in the next few weeks I would have a guitar, not in like a spoiled way, but she was always so passionate about us not having limitations, and if I stop my kids from experiencing how to learn a guitar, they might not, they might miss out on actually being a great like guitarist or a singer or whatever. So it was always, now that I'm older, I kind of appreciate the fact that I can see the fact that she tried to do the best she can to make sure we had everything we needed and be well equipped enough to do whatever you wanted to do. So